All right, we're back. We're going to go into round 4 now. Joining me again is Ty. All right, let's get this underway.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right.
3, 2, 1. So this match we're going to
Yeah,
have...
we have.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it. I would say you go for
Oh,
it.
okay, so we have Jared, the fellow Sisters of the Flame, and Pat Hlafcsak?
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 Hlafcsak? I don't know. I feel like the H is silent. Just know some Czech.
I'm sorry, Pat, but we tried our
I think
best.
that's Czech, but
Um,
Hlafcsak? Uh,
Close enough. Um, so Jared is going to be on the right, and Pat's going to be on the left. But Jared's going to be playing. It looks like a green-white deck with.
the
What?
Blaze of Glory deck.
Yeah. Let's call it the Blaze of Glory. Oh, he has 3.
You know,
I only
yeah.
saw 1 there, but
Yeah, no, he's got the 2 on the right and then the 1 on top. Yeah, for GloryCon, he went Blaze of Glory, and he's got his consecrated land there as his coaster too. So it's basically Cockatrice, Physical Basilisk, Abu Jafar, and Blaze of Glory with some other stuff you might expect to see in a green white deck like Force of Nature, COP green, lures to go with those basilisks, and a couple of looks like if Ifrits as his other creatures.
yeah. It's a yeah. I've definitely been in this space before, but the thing is, there's never enough creatures. There's never enough creatures on the other side. Well, we'll see. Pat's
Right.
playing
Yeah. How much can you really get?
right. Pat's playing is good amount of creatures. He's playing a black mono. Yeah, mono black deck. Kind of pretty stockish with Underworld Dreams and Rack. Land Denial does not have sinkholes, but it's got the Black Knights, the Orders, the Hippies, a Royal Assassin, or 2.
Yeah.
Royal
2
Assassin?
Royals, 2
Oh, 2.
Singers,
Okay.
and looks like 3 Underworld Dreams. But yeah, it's standard mono black with 4 racks and a Disrupting Scepter.
Yeah. I like that he didn't put
Uh,
in the sinkholes. Okay, so we're starting here. So,
it's worth noting that Jared did end up with 4th place on the Spicy Awards. So
nice. So, quick him to Torak here sends Lure and Source of Plowshares to the bin. He's going to rack, and I think Jared's already going to start taking damage. He's already down to 1 card.
yeah,
So, this rack really puts some tension here. You don't want to play anything, but you kind of have to. Otherwise,
you got to catch up. Yeah, you got to start playing to the board. Usually the best way to beat the rack is to kind of race it. It's only 2 or 3 a turn, depending on what you have.
well, he's got 2 damage here. Cockatrice is not going to. I guess he's going to block, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, he's definitely not.
Which
one?
one? Once you get the board stabilized, though, you can generally just kind of wait and draw up into 3 cards to beat the rack.
I see here he's explaining Abu Jafar to Pat. Not really going to do much against the Black Knight, the Knights, and the Orders, but actually none of his creatures. The Hippie's flying, so Abu is just kind of standing there.
It's awkward. It's an awkward game state, but Cockatrice is actually a pretty good card. I think it's a little bit underplayed. Not that people play a lot of green creatures anyway, but I think Cockatrice, just being a flyer, really kind of sets it apart from other things green can do.
We're not going to get too much into it, but you've lost to your fair share of Cockatrices.
I have lost to Cockatrice a couple of times. I think
Just can't beat that card sometimes.
Can't beat it.
All right, so here we go. So he's attacking into the Cockatrice with the Hippie. So let's see what he might have. Probably Drain Life, maybe? Follow up Drain Life?
Yeah, Drain Life makes the most sense here, or he just wants to,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. He has the Drain Life, so. I really like, Pat's deck here. He's got all the cards in, looks like German. The cards that aren't in English are in German.
Oh, he's stuck with one language? Okay.
Yeah, it looks like one language, yeah, which is pretty good. There's a couple, like, I think his, maze is Italian because I think it's only in Italian, but the rest look to be German to me. And he's got these signed orders, which are pretty nice. So
Mm.
yeah, once the cockatrice is out of the way, he's gonna start taking a lot of damage from these orders that the Bujafar can't block and the Black Knight.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bad for Jared here. He's not really okay. That's something, but it's gonna take a turn for him to. Yeah, he's already at 5. That's just gonna die to.
Yeah, factory is a little too late. And I'm trying to think, does Jared have any giant growths or anything in his deck? It doesn't look like it. He's really kind of all in on like Abu Jafar, Cockatrice, Torso Plowshares, and that's gonna lose to these pro white guys a lot after that Cockatrice got taken out. So
Yeah. His really, I mean, his only game plan is to like bring out a 2/4. Like either he's got Thicket Basilisks as well, so those are a nice wall. But other than that, yeah. Okay, so we're going to game 2. There's a lot of things that he can take out. Let's see. I'm trying to look at his sideboard. What he might against. He has 3 Berserks in his sideboard.
Zerk's interesting. He might just try and win the game with a Force of Nature,
Mm-hmm.
or because he has 2 Force of Natures on the board as well, so he could go full Force of Nature Conquered at Crossroads Berserk combo. Since otherwise he's kind of left just trying to berserk these pro white guys.
Um,
So bad news for Jared is that Pat has 2 Death Grips in his sideboard.
Death Grips. And this is like
Jeez.
this is the perfect deck to bring in Death Grip against because I've
Yeah,
tried Death Grip and Death Grip against DFB green is the worst because
yeah.
it's just which
it's
one
like
are
4
you
mana
gonna
to counter 1 mana spell. Yeah,
yeah
this doesn't.
it's ridiculously bad. So but this one at least he gets a mid-range
Yeah,
creature.
countering all of the Cockatrice or Force of Natures or Thicket Basilisk for
Seems
the rest of the
real
game.
good. Terrors, he's got 3
He also has
terrors.
3 Terrors, 2 Discs. I'd be surprised if Jared can win game 2 after we saw how bad game 1 went for him.
I mean, I would probably bring out the Underworlds, the Underworld Dreams. That it's just too slow of
Yeah.
a clock. Terrors are so much better, I think.
Do we know? Do we know what these players' records were at this point? I mean,
I can look it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, they're
I
not.
know. I
They're
know.
not doing.
We're
I think
picking
Pat has 1 win right now, and Jared has a draw.
Okay.
So this is.
I know. I know. For the feature matches, they weren't picking the top tables until I think round 6, and then the playoffs.
Right.
So
Right.
we get
Yeah.
to see all these spicy decks.
We were gonna see all the good decks later, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Did you end up playing a feature match, or
No.
was Micah on camera? I don't
No,
know
I
if that's what
didn't,
you
and
did.
I think it's because France didn't really know what our deck did. That's until like round 5 or 4 or 5 when Levi came up to me and like whispered in my ear, "I know what you're doing." So I figured it out.
Well, that's too bad we don't get to see that on camera because that would be fun to
Well, that's good.
see,
We
but
can keep it under wraps next tournament, I guess. I
keep
don't
it
know.
secret. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a little bit of a learning curve.
What is this? Who's this figure he has here out? Which American history guy is that?
You are
I am
asking the wrong
unclear.
person. I am not a history
I'm-
buff.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's
am.
a Battle of Gettysburg person. I don't know.
Well, I mean that would be like Abraham Lincoln, right?
Yeah, but isn't there
I don't
maybe
think
like
that's
generals
Abraham
and
Lincoln.
stuff?
Who was the general? Because it was Robert E. Lee. It was for the South. 'Cause this is one of those things growing up in the South, like I did. You learn all of the. I don't think that's George Meade who's coming up on my Google for Union General, but maybe there's another guy.
Yeah, I'm out of my element here. I've almost.
But yeah, you
nothing.
like growing up in the South, you get to learn all of the Confederate generals, but like because they all have big names that you've heard of, like Stonewall Jackson and Robert E. Lee.
Yeah.
And the Union ones kind of get overlooked until the end. I guess you got Ulysses Grant and Sherman. You know, some of those guys make a name for themselves. So
Yeah, I grew up in Queens, New York City, so we were kind of far away from the action. Um,
Yeah, that was a question Mano brought up to me when we got there. Was what does it does going to Gettysburg mean or make you feel anything? And you know I don't know how
I
you
saw a
feel about
couple of Confederate flags on cars. A little
it.
unsettling, but that's it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I didn't feel like
All
unsafe or
right,
anything. All
here
right,
we go.
here we go. So land elf. Let's see if we can ramp out to if five casting cost stuff. Death grip. Okay, Black Knight.
Yeah, just using the Pendlehaven to attack. Now Pendlehaven plus Elf, as we saw in our round one match, can shut down a White Knight or a Black Knight. So
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make
we'll
this
see.
mistake. I hope.
Oh, Jared's not
Oh,
even gonna let him
he
make
did.
the mistake.
He
He's
didn't
just
even
gonna
let him. He just tapped it. Okay.
yeah.
What,
And
what,
Jared doesn't have the third land. Oh, there's a Royal Assassin.
what a nice guy.
That's
All right.
probably gonna be really hard for Jared to deal with.
Does he have swords at all?
He has two swords in the main and
Because
two more in the board. But I don't know if he brought them in since there's so many pro white guys. So
how are we getting rid of that thing?
and Royal doesn't really attack, so it's not like you can block it and Blaze of Glory or use any of this other stuff. Oh, but here's the Eureka.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Let's see here.
He's
So we got
explaining.
we got Force of Nature Crossroads Berserk. That would
Eh.
be game, huh? Almost game.
16 damage. What is he at?
He took 4 already from this elf with the Pendlehaven, so
Oh, he wouldn't be slow rolling this. Okay.
well, I mean, because there'd also be blockers. Okay, we've got
Oh, there's the
Ooh.
force.
okay, no Crossroads though. Okay.
Oh, that assassin.
And we can't pay the upkeep, so we are
Can't pay the up.
we are just
Oh my
hoping
God.
this guy's good
Did he forget?
into this active Royal Assassin. Oh no,
Did he?
I don't know about that play, Jared.
Oh, man. He's on full tilt
Really?
mode. Full
Playing
tilt.
Spiritly?
Full tilt. Well, now he can pay the.
Oh,
I
now we
guess.
can pay the upkeep. Yeah, and we'll get in. There goes the Force of Nature.
Wow, the force of nature got backstabbed. Wow.
That always reminds me of
But then
when I first learned about Magic the Gathering. I must have been like 5th grade, and my friend was like, "Oh man, all these cards, like the best creature is this 8/8 Trampler. It's so big, but it's actually not the best because there's a 1/1 that even though it's just a 1/1, it can still kill it." And he was talking about Royal Assassin. Well, those are the first two
It's
cards
just-
I remember.
it's just like rumors.
learning
Like you've
about.
heard rumors about
Yeah.
like what's going on.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, and then there's a like a tornado that kills everything." And he's talking about Desert Twister. So
That's
yeah, it looks like Jared's just he tried his best. It was a valiant effort, but his cards did not line up against a Royal Assassin. He's kind of
just like
head
no.
in hands there.
Yeah, there's no getting out of this. He's at
Yeah.
6. He's got no way to block this thing.
Another Eureka.
Drawing
Just
Eurekas.
dead Eureka's hand. Oh, there's another Hypnotic Spectre.
I mean, he can't even
Any
balance
white
himself
card
out
he
of
draws
this.
is bad. Blaze of Glory. Yeah.
All right.
He's packing it up. Well, that wasn't an exciting match, but it's cool
But
to see
it's cool to see the old cards.
somebody try something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to see Eureka happen. We got to see a Force of Nature and Royal Assassin. Like, when was the last time you saw a Royal Assassin
Like do work.
actually tap and kill something?
Yeah.
You don't see that.
Yeah, I feel like that was a little bit of a tilt move. He was like a little tilted. He was like, I don't know if I can beat that card. He probably.
Yeah,
I wonder if he sideboarded out his whatchamacallit?
His Swords
His
of
Swords of
Plowshares.
Plowshares, right?
Yeah, he might have. Well, against Hypnotic Spectre, I don't know, but yeah, he's probably going to the bar now, grab another drink, another White Russian if I know Jared.
Awesome. All right, so
Congrats to Pat here.
yeah, well played. All right, we'll be back shortly.